Hello, I am Shashank and in this video we will discuss question based on the most followed sport in India, cricket. Question talks about different stages of the tournament and in such questions there are chances that different rules are set for different stages. So read the rules carefully. So, 16 teams are scheduled to take part in the World Cup of cricket, and these teams are divided into groups of 8 each. So, basically, how many teams do we have? We have 16 teams, and we have two groups, and 8 teams are divided into both the groups equally. So, we have in group 1 say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H, and in group 2 we have say P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W. So next point says that each team plays every other team in its group exactly once. That means A will be playing against all the other teams in group 1. Similarly, B will also play all the other teams in group 1. So basically, how many matches are there in group 1? 8 teams are there and they are playing against each other. So we have 8C2. 8C2 is nothing but 8 into 7 by 2, which is nothing but 28. So in one group 28 matches are taking place, and similarly in group 2 also 28 matches will take place. Now next point says that 2 points are awarded for a win and 0 points for a loss, and there are no draws or ties in the tournament and no matches abundant. This point is very important. It tells us that at any stage of the tournament, no team will have odd number of points, right? No team will have odd number of points. The points with any team at any stage of the tournament will always be even. And also 2 points are awarded for a win. So what are the number of points in any group? So we have 28 matches, so 28 into 2, which gives us 56 points in a single group. Similarly for group 2 as well, we have 28 into 2, which is 56 point for group 2 as well. Okay. Next point says that the top 3 teams from each group on the basis of the points scored by them advances to the next stage called the Super 6. Suppose these are the top 3 teams from this group and PQR are the top 3 teams from the second group. So in the Super 6 stage, we'll have A, B, C in the first group and P, Q, R in the second group. So now what happens in Super 6? In Super 6 stage, teams will carry forward only points scored in the matches against other teams that advances along with it from the group. Seems a bit complicated, but it is not. So basically what is written in this point is that if A wins against B and C, which are qualified for the Super 6 tournament, Super 6 stage, then A will carry forward 4 points which he have got by beating B and C. Now suppose for B what happens is B lost to A but B won against C. So B will carry forward only 2 points from the first stage. And what about C? Because C have lost both the matches to A and B, no matter that it won all the other matches, but it lost the 2 matches against the team which qualified for the Super 6 stages. So C will not carry any point in the Super 6 stage from the first stage. As simple as that. Now, in this stage, each of the 3 teams in a group plays against the other 3 teams of the second group. So basically what they are telling us is that A will play against P, Q and R. Similarly, B and C will also play against P, Q and R respectively. Now, the points are awarded as in the previous stage, and from each group the top 2 teams in terms of number of points scored. So number of matches does not matter in Super 6. So number of points scored advances to the semi-finals and the winners of semi-final play the finals. So it is pretty much obvious. So basically what is happening here is that in these matches also, if a team wins, it will get 2 points. And if it loses, it will get 0 point and no match is tie or drawn. One more thing that they are trying to tell us is that two teams which have the highest points, these points will also add up. So these two teams will go to the semi-final stage, and from this group P and Q, suppose they go to the semi-final. So A will play with one team and B will play with one team. So total how many matches? 2 matches. And total how many matches were there in Super 6? A was playing 3 matches, B was also playing 3 matches, C was also playing 3 matches. So basically 3 into 3, which is 9 matches. And then after that, suppose A wins from Q and B wins against P. So final is between A and B. So that is total of 1 match. Now in any stage, if two teams end up with the same number of points, the team with the better net run rate is placed higher. Now suppose here what happens, A, B, C and D, they have equal points. But what happens is only 3 teams can go to the Super 6 stage. So net run rate concept is used here to calculate which team is better and which team should go to the Super 6 stage. But this is not going to concern us, as we are going to take the net run rate as per our choice, and you will get it better when we will solve the questions that are asked for this set. Let's look at the questions. The total number of matches in the tournament is, so we had 28 in the first group and 28 in the second group for the first stage. Then we had 9 matches in the Super 6 stage. Then in the semis we had 2 matches, and then in the final we had 1 match. So we'll add these all. So 28 plus 28, 56 plus 12. So that gives us 68. So total number of matches here are 68. Let's look at the next question. What is the minimum number of points required for a team to advance to the Super 6 stage? Now we'll take only one group. Say suppose we have taken first group and 8 teams are there, A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Now they are asking that what is the minimum number of points required for a team to advance to the Super 6 stage. So basically if they want us to calculate the minimum number of points, so what we'll do is we'll give maximum points to these two teams. So the maximum point that A can get is 14 and the maximum point that B can get is, what it will be? Will it be 14 or 12? It will be 12, because the match between A and B, B lost to A, and we are considering that B won all the rest of the matches, right? So the maximum points are 14 and 12 for A and B. And what were the total points that we calculated for the group 1? That were 28 into 2, that is 56 points were there in total, out of which we have distributed 26 points. So we are left with 30 points. Now for a team to have minimum number of points and for it to advance to the Super 6 stage, what we need to do here is we need to distribute these points equally among these 6 teams. So we have to divide 30 equally into 6 teams, so we can give 5 points to each of the teams. So the answer for this question should be 5. But wait, here we cannot miss that the points at any stage of the tournament cannot be a odd number, because there were no ties and no draws. So either the team can have 4 points or it can have 6 points. So if I try to divide 4 points to all these 6 teams, I will be able to only divide 24 points and 6 points will still remaining. So what can we do here is we can distribute 6 points to the top 5 teams and we can give 0 points to the last team. So here C and D, they both have same number of points, but still only one team will go to the Super 6 stage. So the team with the better net run rate will qualify for the Super 6 stage. So the minimum number of points required for a team to advance to Super 6 stage is 6, not 5. So you have to be very careful while you solve these types of questions. Let's look at the next question. What is the maximum points scored by a team which failed to advance to the Super 6 stage? So again what we'll do is we'll take the first group, we'll take the 8 teams A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. So now they are asking us that what is the maximum points scored by a team which failed to advance to the Super 6 stage. So what we will do is we will consider the top 4 teams, and we will not consider any of the 4 teams left. So what happens here is the last 4 teams will have the points which they gain or earn while playing against themselves. For example, there are 4 teams and they are playing against each other. So 4C2. So total number of matches among these teams will be 6. These teams A, B, C, D will definitely win all the matches that they'll play against these 4 teams E, F, G, H. So these teams will get points only when they play against each other. E, F, G, H will play against each other and they'll score 6 into 2. 6 into 2, 12 points. So 12 points will be distributed among these 4 teams. Rest out of 56, if 12 is subtracted, then we have 44 remaining with us. So now what we have to do here is we have to distribute this 44 to 4 teams. Can we divide it equally like 11? No, it is not possible because odd number is not possible, correct? So what we do here is we give 12 to A, 12 to B and 10 to the rest of the teams, that is C and D. So like this we have divided equally. Now C and D both have 10 points, but both cannot go to the Super 6 stage. Only 3 teams are allowed in the Super 6 stage from any group. So the better net run rate will be, the team with the better net run rate will be qualified for the Super 6 league, and D, in spite of having 10 points, will be eliminated in the round 1 itself. What is the maximum points scored by a team which failed to advance to the Super 6 stage? That is option C, 10. I hope it's clear to you. So with this we have completed the question. Such a question can be framed for any sport such as football, hockey, volleyball, etc. involving teams rather than individuals. So on a concluding note, there is no best method or technique to solve questions on games and tournaments. They can be solved only by logic and logic alone. I would like to repeat the point that I mentioned in the previous video as well. It will be a really good and the best way to familiarize yourself to all the different sets of questions which are based on this topic. The more you explore, the more you learn. Thank you.